Hey, what's up guys? Sean here, back with another short video. I had a friend of mine tell me the other day that he watched some of my videos and decided to buy himself a hammock. That's awesome. That fulfills every reason that we started this channel, is to get people to get back outside and to enjoy the outdoors. Okay, so what I thought I'd do today is take you through a quick hammock setup and what to look for when you're getting ready to set your hammock up. Let's get into it. Okay, so one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to find the proper trees, the proper distance to set your hammock up. Now, my hammock is about a 12-foot hammock, so you're going to want somewhere between 15 and 18 feet between your trees. So I normally pace it off about 5 to 6 good steps, which to me is probably around 15 feet or so, because I got, short little legs. But, hammock setup is going to take a little practice, so that's something that you'll have to work out. And that also depends on the length of your straps that you're going to hang your hammock with. So I found my trees that I'm going to use, this one and that one. And they're about 16 feet or so apart. So I've got my strap, and I'm going to get this thing up on the tree. Now, my strap has these carabiners on it, which makes it nice. You don't really have to do a lot of knot tying. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is, and there's a lot of different ways to set your hammock up. I like to set my hammock up, at least head high for my straps on the trees. That way, once you put your sag in the hammock, you're not setting so low to the ground that it's hard to get out of. So let's get this thing set up. Now, another good idea is, if you can do it, it's best to put your knot or your carabiner on the side of the tree. That way it always has tension on it. If you set it in the front of the tree, it doesn't set tight to the tree. It doesn't set tight to the tree, so if your tree doesn't have a lot of grip, it could have a tendency to want to slide down the tree. Okay, so once you get your tree straps up, you're going to want to go ahead and hang your hammock. Now, I'm not going to show you how to hook your hammock to your tree straps, because a lot of them are different, so you'll have to work that out on your own. It's typically not that hard. You either have a line that loops through an attachment. That's not hard to work on. Or if you're lucky, your tree straps will have adjustable loops and a carabiner on your hammock, and you'll just be able to adjust it that way. Now, once you get it hung, you're going to want to make sure that the foot end of your hammock is a little bit lower than your head. That's going to make your sleep a ton better. Don't make it to the point, though, that every time you move, you're sliding to the end of your hammock. So you'll have to adjust that. But what I like to do as far as height of the hammock, I like to make sure the hammock is somewhere around kind of the bottom of my butt cheeks. That way, once I get in the hammock and it drops down, it will be easy for me. Once it drops down, it'll roughly be about the back of your knees, so you'll be able to easily get in and out of the hammock. Now, another thing I want to talk about is a Hammock Ridgeline. Some people use them, some don't. I just put mine together. I haven't been using it, and I'm going to be honest with you. It seems like it's going to make everything a lot nicer. Why I haven't been using it to this point, I don't know. But you're going to want a line that doesn't stretch, so it needs to be a piece of cordage that doesn't stretch. You're not going to want to use paracord for this, because paracord will stretch. So now there are people that use paracord, and once you get the stretch in it, it's probably going to be fine. It probably won't hurt anything. But if you just start out with something that's not going to stretch, you won't have to worry about that. So what they say is that your ridgeline needs to be roughly 83% the length of your hammock. So I'm not going to do the math. You work that out in the math, but that's just a rough estimate. So what I would recommend, I put carabiners on either end of mine. But what I would recommend is to make your, at least one end of your ridgeline adjustable to start with. Because that 83%, like I said, is a guideline. That's not a hard and fast rule. You're going to need to adjust it a little bit to make it fit your hammock. And not necessarily your hammock, to make it fit what's comfortable for you. So I've got mine set up here. And I'm going to show you, all you do is you're going to clip one end on your fastener. And then you take the other end and you're going to pull it to the other fastener on your hammock. And now this will raise your hammock just a little bit. Okay, so what this ridge line does is it puts all the tension into this line here. And it'll take all the tension out of this. So if you've ever used a hammock without a ridge line, you know that you have to pull that hammock pretty tight to keep it from sagging too much. And then when you do that, as you try to get out of the hammock, this thing right here cuts into the back of your legs and it hurts. Now this will also give you more slack in the hammock, and it will allow you to be to lay a little more asymmetrical, even if your hammock isn't an asymmetrical hammock. So that'll give you a little bit more flat lay. This is it's just a simple video to show you how to set your hammock up. This not too in depth. It's not, you know, crazy fancy video or anything. But I just wanted to shoot this video to kind of help you set your hammock up. So if you like videos like this, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment below, and don't forget to ring the little notification bell. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.